I don't know yet if I want to call myself the Cloud Bunny or this channel is just Cloud Bunny, but Cloud Bunny is... I can't really even say a concept or a thing. It's just something I came up with when I was really little. I used Cloud Bunny for a lot of things, and I just thought that that would make me happy to have something called Cloud Bunny. That's a lot of light. I'm gonna fix that. Okay, so since I'm just opening my channel now, I figured you don't really know anything about me, so I thought it would be cool to do a little icebreaker thing. I'm doing this spooky Halloween tag. Something I should mention is my name is Sarah. That's an important thing to answer. Sarah, just clean and simple with the H at the end. Easy to remember. Number 1, favorite horror or Halloween themed song? Honestly, whenever I get around to Halloween time, I just think of the spooky, scary skeleton song. I know, very basic, but it's what happens. Number 2, name something you wouldn't want to run into a dark forest or in an abandoned building. Number 1, why am I in a dark forest or an abandoned building? I am a complete scaredy cat. I would never agree to do that. But things I wouldn't want to run into, there's a long list. Ghosts, scary things, shadows, witches, the works. Number 3, have you ever played with a Ouija board? Never, and I never will. I will tell you right now, as soon as somebody would bring a Ouija board into the room, I am just turn around, I'm gone. I don't mess with that. Number 4, favorite horror monster or villain? Does Ghasper count? Number 5, the creepiest thing that's ever happened while you were alone. Wow, that's a really uncomfortable question. What did happen? This one isn't the scariest experience I've ever been through, but what did happen when I was alone. My brother was at his best friend's house staying the night, and at the time we only had one computer in the house, so when he was gone I would use his computer to play games. So I was in there on this computer as usual, and you know that feeling when you know someone walks into the room, like you just hear them come in, just hear them walk in, you feel them there. Basically, I had that feeling. Someone walked into the room and I was like, and without turning around, I assumed it was my brother. I was like, why are you back so early? And I was 100% sure, like without even hesitation, someone walked into the room. So I turned around and I turned to face my brother and it was no one there. Properly spooked me, but I didn't want to get off the computer, so I spooked out of my life. Number 6, if you were dared to spend a night in a haunted house, would you do it? Why would I do anything like that on a dare? That's just how you die, so you know. Number 7, are you superstitious? Incredibly. Number 8, do you ever see figures in your peripheral vision? I do pretty often at night, but I'm also scared of the dark, so that's just goes in one package. Number 9, which urban legend scares you the most? I have a personal uncomfortableness with the whole Bloody Mary thing. It's just a childhood thing. I used to have a lot of friends that would tell me stories about trying to do it and claim that they got scratched and stuff, and I know that that could probably be bullshit, but I'm gullible. I just don't want to even try. Number 10, do you prefer gore or thrillers? Gore is really just, I sit there and I look at it and I'm very neutral about it. It doesn't really do anything but make me cringe sometimes. But I love thrillers because I get really into them. I sit there and I like hold pillows usually to my chest and I'm like, Number 11, do you believe in multiple dimensions or worlds? I personally believe that there are, just because it wouldn't really make sense in science as it is to not have more than one dimension or world. Number 12, ever made a potion of any sort? I've never made something that was a specific potion, but it's weird that ask me this because I've been really curious about like actual potions you can make organically that aren't, you know, magical, but they're potions. Do you get scared easily? Number 14, have you ever played Bloody Mary? Hell no, and I ain't ever going to do it. 15, do you believe in demons / the devil? I do, but I don't know enough about them to say anything else, and I never want to get into them. 16. You're home alone, but you hear footsteps in your house. What do? I try to not have a panic attack. I would be extremely quiet and make sure that whatever intruder is there, that they don't know that I'm there. I grab my phone if I can, the closest weapon I can. I kind of have a lot of knives in my house. I'd probably grab one of those, and I lie in wait to ambush that guy. 17. If you got trapped in one scary movie, what would you choose? Because I'd love to be trapped in Halloween Town. 18. If you could wear only one Halloween costume for the rest of your life, what would you be? That's hard. I was a pirate for like 3 years in a row, and I think I'd always love to keep being a pirate, but I wouldn't mind being No-Face for the rest of my life. 19. Would you ever go into a graveyard at night? Nope. 20. In a zombie apocalypse, what is your weapon of choice? Preferably a ranged one, like a gun or a bow and arrow, but if I had to choose a melee one, I would choose a katana. 21. Would you rather go into a Halloween party or go trick-or-treating? Trick-or-treating all the way! Okay, I'm probably too old to go trick-or-treating now, but I stretched it for as long as I could. 22. You're in a horror movie. Are you the final girl, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer? I think it's a little funny that the smart one and the final girl are separate things, but I would prefer to be the one that lives at the end. 23. Do you have to watch something happy after watching a horror movie so you can go to sleep? Usually it'll help, but sometimes I won't be able to sleep anyways. 24. Whilst watching scary movies, are you the person who yells at the characters, the person with their eyes covered the whole time, or the person who falls asleep? I never fall asleep during one of these movies, but I do alternate between someone who yells at them and a person with their eyes covered the whole time. It depends on if the movie is stupid or scary. 25. Are you the one who gets scared or the one who does the scaring? Again, it alternates, but I would say more commonly the one who gets scared. 26. Favorite scary book. I read this when I was really little, but I still love it. It's The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. I just feel like it's a classic. It's a really fun book. Another cool one that I read recently, I actually read it after Marzia, or Cutie Pie Marzia said she read it. It's called Rooms by, I believe, Lauren Oliver. It's pretty spooky, but it has a good ending, so yeah. And 27. How old were you when you saw your first horror movie? I can't say my very first one. I probably wasn't old enough to remember, but I do vaguely remember being 4 years old or 5 and my dad forcing me to watch Jeepers Creepers, which scarred me so bad that whenever my brother would sing the Jeepers Creepers song, I would believe he was coming for us. He would sing it, I would hide under a chair crying and just be like, "What have you done?" 28. What was your first Halloween costume? I was just a cat. I've always had a lot of siblings, so even when I was really little, my parents just picked the easiest costumes for us. My mom would actually take a pen and like put a little dot on my nose and some whiskers and some hats, and I would just wear all black and just be a black cat. 29. What are you going to be for Halloween this year? I would like to be No-Face, which is what I'm doing now. 30. If you could have a spooky Halloween pet between a black cat, an owl, a bat, a rat, or a wolf, what would you pick? I want to say cat because I'm in love with cats, but a wolf would be pretty damn cool. I got this tag from Simply Kenna. I believe it was her first spooky Halloween tag video. She has another one that she put up a few weeks ago. I'll link her video down below, and the tag, I found it off of a blog, but it was created by Simply Kenna. If you like to do it, I think it'd be really fun to see your responses too, or if you just want to comment below what your preference is for some of these, it'd be cool to read. But it was nice doing this with you. Stay tuned for more spooky videos in this great season, and I hope you had fun listening to these. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.